I got caught spraying graffiti, but I realized I still have another chance, so I just took the responsibility for it. Picture this: you are a 13-year-old kid who loves sports, plays football, who's raised in a family without any problems, but still hanging out with local gangsters trying to become one of them. I bought my first electric cigar so I can catch up a bit, but because I was raised in a family like this, I knew that I won't ever touch alcohol or drugs or any nicotine. All these guys were doing these things. They were blacking out, trying to push me to try, but I'm really grateful I didn't. Because I already started watching social media, David Goggins, and one quote stuck with me. And that is, if you see 3 trees in the forest and they all grew on the same place, they grew together and they will grow into together. Yeah, and I knew I don't want to become this. One friend from the group was totally different, but at that time I just had him in my back pocket, but he plays a big role years later. And then it happened. In April 2023, one of the guys motivated us to go graffiti. It was a few days before my birthday in April, and we got caught. We tried to run, but no chance. And people are asking what do you even do with these kids? Yeah, so we cleaned up the wall. It faded after a few months, but I decided that I won't hang out with this group ever again. Then pandemic came. We couldn't play football anymore, so I became a little bit chubby. Yeah, I like eating. So it was a problem. Every single night I was pulling my fat and wondering how can I get rid of it? And yeah, of course I tried those 30-day abs and everything like this, but all these things faded really quickly. So I took dumbbells from my brother and started experiencing trial and error, just trying some YouTube workouts I found online. I was thinking that I can do all proper forms of exercises already because I was raised with sport and I can do it on my own. Football started again. I became skinny because I was a little bit also not starving but under eating. I was so terrified from the fat I had, even though I wasn't that fat, I was just chubby. Then building my own plans and thinking that workouts bring more results than nutrition. All of this made me gain incredible amount of experience, but it was wrong and it had a serious consequence. Scapular winging. If you haven't heard about this before, I'll explain it really quickly. So basically, muscles around your scapulas are getting a little bit weaker from mainly improper training and forms of exercises. And because I was pushing hard, I was really overtraining, they faced a lot. And then basically traps started overtaking the weight of my full arms, and because traps are smaller muscles, then they started burning every time I pushed harder. Then I couldn't sit straight. I don't know, I don't sit straight right now, but I couldn't sit straight because my shoulders were going forward because of the traps were engaged to use the arms more than scapulas, and it was really close to hypermobility of scapulas. I can still touch my arms like this, and because of that I was in tears. I was literally trying every single workout. I was motivated to do the workouts. I just had the drive to do the workouts, but I couldn't because of that. So I thought I would literally quit. First time I was there, I wasn't doing what he told me. I should do some physiotherapist exercises 2 to 3 times a day, but it was boring, yeah. And after another 4 months of even bigger struggling, I decided to go to him again, even though I was really embarrassed to tell him the truth that I didn't do anything. But if I hadn't decided to actually go through the uncomfortable feeling of telling him the truth, I would still be in the exact same position and maybe even worse. I was doing 3 times a day physiotherapist exercises for around 2 to 3 months consistently, and yeah, I started seeing improvements in strength, in muscles around my scapulas, in less pain, and that's also the reason why I have so big lats right now, because if you train them 2 to 3 times a day for over 2 months, then yeah, you will grow them a lot. And that was my start. Hope you get a little bit inspired, because everybody has their own different journeys, their own different starts, but I promise you, if you decide to go for it, you will win, but you can't stop. If you watched it up until this point, then definitely let's do some push-ups.